Hey, what's up? It's Rashad Antonio. We are the Upon Further Review. If you haven't, definitely go back and check the channel. If you are late on watching anything that we've done this year so far, if you're late on stuff, go ahead and look back on our affiliate podcast, especially the Western Bros. We just finished House of the Dragon. We
hmm
had an incredible time doing that with you all. So definitely go back, check those out, and all the stuff. But today,
hmm
two major things, not really major, two things. We just want to hit y'all with a real quick pod because we're nice like that. And we want to talk about two things. One, the stuff that we watch that we don't review. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
some stuff we watch, in our leisure.
hmm
And also just a channel update for our fall slash winter stuff that we'll be reviewing in the coming months, starting August the 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, too, we want to make it known that I guess the fall slate of stuff that we're going to talk about, as Stephen A. Smith would say on First Take, is fluid because it's fluid because we have a list, but sometimes we've known where Marvel, Disney, whatever will just drop something out of nowhere, aka Werewolf by Night. We was like,
Yeah.
yeah, they might say, you know what, let's go ahead and bless them with this third season of of What If, this third and final season of What If around Christmas time.
Oh
So
no.
so
Yeah.
that's just it's fluid, but
Yeah.
this is what we have so far.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's talk about what we watched this year. So a couple of things that we watched, just like during the summer. I feel like we talked about it off and on, like stuff
Mm-hmm.
we be watching, but just some major stuff that we watching so far.
Okay.
What's your first thing that you watched?
Okay, that we didn't talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this one out the way, because I know that this is gonna be on your list too. We didn't talk about it. Straight up, The Boys.
Oh yeah. Oh
The
yeah.
Boy,
Definitely watch The Boys.
The
Yeah.
Boys. This was the penultimate season of The Boys because the fifth season coming up is going to be the final season of this show. I was nervous going into this, Rashad, because I didn't see Gen V.
Me
You
neither.
know,
I saw like the
Gen
first
V.
two episodes and I lost
Mhm.
interest very quickly.
Right. I was nervous thinking that they were going to take a lot of elements from that and put. They didn't. They did take some elements apparently from Gen V into the show, but you still didn't have to watch Gen V to understand. What I'm saying, what it is. You could just went on the internets and just Google some of these people and stuff that were in Gen V and see what was going on. But man, yeah, good season. How it ended, super wild. So yeah,
Yeah.
always. Oi, Rashad, always love The Boys.
Yeah, yo, like I gotta be transparent though. Like I wasn't this was the weakest season.
I can say that. Yeah, I can
And
understand that.
for a few reasons. The main reason because ain't nobody die. I'm somebody gotta die, especially Oi. Especially our boy, yo. Like what's his name? I cannot remember Keith Urban's
Billy
name.
Butcher.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, Billy should definitely be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he's even has this like random um
Worm.
ability, worm,
Yeah.
centipede, you know what I'm saying? Some sort of like tentacle monster. Like he should be dead. The like the gen like the Gen V is pumping through his veins. It's like he's going mad. He was talking
Yeah.
to himself the whole season. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
should be dead. But other
I
than
was
that, like
I would
it
say I
was it
did
was
like
cool.
that plot line. I did like that plot line, thinking the whole
You just like
time.
Jeffrey D. Morgan. That's all that is.
I mean, I'm a Jeffrey Dean Morgan fan, but I like the plot line because I really was like I I didn't see it coming, but then when it happened, I said, "Yo, they were letting us know all along that this dude really was not here the whole, what I'm saying, the whole."
That was funny as hell when they
Yeah.
went he's drinking the whiskey in the
Uh-huh.
park.
Yeah.
He's exchanging papers to himself. Like that was
Yeah.
I can't lie, that was funny. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Oh
yeah.
yeah, shout out to Dr. Pershing. He got his leg chopped off.
God dang,
I
he
said,
catch it.
yo, he can't catch a break in no universe,
She's like,
yo.
you're gonna wipe my memory, you're gonna fry my brain, wipe my memory. Yeah, and then you got your leg there going hacked off. God dang, my guy.
He can't catch no break, man. I'm sorry, I don't remember the actor's name, man. Shout out to you, yo. Keep getting that money though.
Yeah. Also, shout out to God, what was the what was her name, Rashad? The head popper,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
vice
yeah.
president. Can't think of her name right now, but she shout out to her because she also was in the last Call of Duty series as a character. She's like one of the main characters in Call of Duty. So yeah, people out here getting work. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's
I'm
up, man.
I'm happy for
Shout out
that.
to her.
Yeah.
I know, saying nobody died, but she died. But like, ain't nobody on the
Yeah.
team died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody of consequence on the
she
team
died
died.
crazy though too. Yo. Like,
Yo, yeah,
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 man. Because like to me, for some reason, like this season, it was a lot of gore for gore's sake, and not
okay.
really like it wasn't like to me. It felt like it really wasn't like pertinent to the plot. Like it, like don't try to shock value me to shock value me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that,
And
pretty
I think
decent
you
season.
and I think you know who was the person I was most annoyed with this season.
Who?
Nightshade. She annoyed me. I liked her as a character, but she was annoying as well. And I guess why I was annoyed growing up, I knew people like that who was just weirdos and did things just for the sake of doing them, but then played dumb about it. And
Who's Nightshade?
um, oh god, the black chick, the one that was
Oh,
the smartest
oh, it's
person in
about
the
Jade. Is it Jade? Jade Knight? Jade?
Jade Night shit, whatever, man.
Oh,
I
I
said
forgot.
night because her
Oh,
name they
Nightshade.
made
Wasn't that like a character from G.I. Joe?
no because they made of course because they made her name like super stereotypical black, so that's why I thought it was like sister Night or something, sister Shade, sister Black.
Sister
I don't
Soldier.
sister Soldier. Oh, sister, so yeah, but she like really irritated me. But yeah, this series I think for this season was the weakest out of all of them because season three. Yeah, well, I say this, it was hard to top season three. How crazy season three was. So maybe they had to like, yo, we got to dial it back, and then ain't no telling what's gonna happen in this finale, this final season coming up, bro.
Yeah, I gotta say, I had no interest in Huey's storyline this whole season.
Mm-mm.
Him and his dad, I
Mm-hmm.
did not care at all. But all right,
So
let's go ahead.
just one little stamp there. Um, didn't know I saw this. I read this somewhere, and it makes sense. The character for Huey was originally supposed to be for the guy that played his father. If you look in the comics,
Yeah, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard that.
he
Yeah,
looks just
yeah,
like him,
yeah,
but he
yeah,
kind of aged out, but they still wanted him to be a
yeah.
part of it. So,
Yeah,
boy,
it's
Huey,
yeah, it's your boy, I forgot his name, the dude that played in all the
yeah.
Mission Impossible movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yo, that was the boys. What else? What else you got?
Okay. The next show I'm gonna talk about is it didn't come out this year.
Okay.
It actually finished last November. Rashad was saying like you need to hop on this, and I finally did, and that is Attack on Titan, and I binged the entire series, and good God, that Rashad, you didn't let me down. Like I know you weren't gonna let me
You're
down,
welcome.
and that show was so good. I had always heard about the show and I've seen clips of it, and I was like, what the hell is going on? These giant things? I really couldn't wrap my hand around it. And I was like, I'll check it out eventually because everybody just always the thing about the anime community, and I'm kind of part of the anime community. If something is pretty good, sometimes people will blow it up more than
Yes, I do. I do feel you on that.
blow it up more than what it is or whatnot. And I was like, all right, I'll see. Because the last one that I did kind of start to watch a little bit, and people was hyping up so much, and I was just like, yeah, this ain't it for me. I just stopped watching. That was One Punch. I thought that was kind of over overrated.
You
And
talking about One Piece or One Punch?
yeah, One Piece, the Jane with the boy, with the pirate boy
Oh
with the
yeah,
hat,
yeah,
and
yeah. I'm not about to.
yeah,
I'm not. It's like 1,100 episodes, and that bastard still ain't found a One Piece. I'm good.
yeah. So, but Rashad said, "Hey, watch it. You'll see after the first episode." And sure enough, I was like locked. Like every day when I was getting off of work, normally I get off work and I settle down and I start watching like my sports shows that I miss in the morning, like First Take and stuff like that. Man, I was like F First Taking them. I was that go coming to make sure I see what was happening next on Attack on Titan. Like I said, great story, great character arcs in it, top notch music in the series, man. So yeah, thank you, Rashad, for that. But yeah, Attack on Titan, super duper solid. Man, I wonder if they would ever do a live action version of it. It's
Nah,
you know what, you really don't even need to do one,
nah.
man. It was that good though, for
Don't
real.
mess it up. All right, I got a couple. I'm gonna rattle off.
Okay.
I I saw Crisis on Infinite Earths Part One and Two, the cartoon. That was interesting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Very. That's the whole like how yeah, basically with the antimatter waves and all of that, like it's interesting. Like the like part one was very set up. Part
Mm-hmm.
two was
All over
for
the place.
yeah, all over the place. It's like it's really like conf- not confusing to watch, but like it's like where y'all going with this? Like I don't even know why I watched it because probably nothing to watch, but like I was hooked. So I can't wait for part three come out so I can finish it.
You know what I'm gonna say about that though, for real. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that event is what reset the DC comic universe completely, the comics and stuff. But one thing I can say about this, I, as Rashad knows, and I think I've said it up here before, I'm a proponent where I love the DC animated universe. I think
Yeah.
they rarely miss at all on all the stuff they had. This might have been the first time they might have hit me with a little miss, especially with Crisis 2, because I really was just, like you said, not confused, but it was just so much going on. And I think they were just trying to cram so much. I think this would have been better as a series. And say like a little mini series or
Yeah.
something like that. And I think they were just
Yeah.
trying to cram so much stuff into 2 hours. And now we got to get this finale right here. And I mean, I thought it was kind of cool that you got one Batman from one universe, but then you have all his sidekicks from multiple universes, and this Batman is just like, hey, yo, I don't want to be bothered with none of y'all or whatever. And he made a comment that the Robin in his universe, he basically, yeah, I dropped him off at an orphanage. I was like, God, so it's just, that whole situation was just wild in itself. But yeah, I'm watching. I watched that too. I'm interested to see. I don't. When did the third one come out?
No idea.
Okay, well, yeah, I
No
want to
idea.
see. I'm basically watching it just to see how it ends.
Me too. All right, I got another one.
Okay.
I watched Jujutsu Kaisen
I'm
seasons
watching that now.
seasons one and two and the origin movie. And
Okay.
yes, man, like I ain't gonna ruin them for you, but like
Okay. Uh,
JJK is that yo, like I slept on that and I
that's
apologize because they told me like, yo, you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I had students say like yo, Mr. Jones, you should
mhm,
watch Jujutsu Kaisen. If you like Demon Slayer, you're gonna like that.
mhm.
It's not a one for one, but like there's some stuff in Jujutsu Kaisen that I just it's good.
Yeah. So I'm just started watching that. I'm on season one. I'm about to start, I think, episode 8. So I just finished the part where where Gojo just removed his blindfold to show everyone how beautiful he is. It's beautiful. My man he talking about some infinite void. No, he should have been like domain expansion, beautiful void. That's what he should have said. So yeah, I'm watching it, and it's piqued my interest, and I like the flow of the show so far, because it's like I still don't know what's going on, but it's like I'm the student as well, learning about this, just like Isadori is. So yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. Another. What else I watched? I watched of course, the latest arc of Demon Slayer, the Hashira training, which is legitimately a training arc. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now it's gonna after this is gonna be a three part movie for the finale. So I can't wait for that. What else? I watched Prey, the Predator prequel.
Yes, I've seen that.
Watched
Yes,
that.
that.
That was really good. I was very
Uh,
surprised. That was really
you,
good.
you want to know my theory about that movie?
What's that?
My theory about that movie is that that started the blood feud that we see in the original Predator.
Oh, between
Cause
the humans and
well,
the
no,
brothers.
not even that. With the young lady who was a Native American, who was original Native American, who killed that guy. But you
Right.
saw in the original movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger that they had a Native American tracker dude, and he kind of knew what was going on.
They did.
And
Yeah, I forgot about that.
remember
Yeah.
he kind of knew. So remember, he was like, "Man, there's stories of things that I passed down to
Ah, I forgot
generations."
about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a,
yeah.
that's
So
that's a
I,
good that's a good inclusion, man. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
always thought
yeah.
I said, I think this might have started the saying the blood feud between between that. So yeah.
Good job. What else you watch?
All right. The other thing I watched, and I've talked about it, I think almost every time we did this thing, was Interview with the Vampire. My guy, that show was so good this season. Like the first season was fantastic, and I was like, man, they got a lot to live up to. And then on top of that, the young lady who played Claudia in the first season, she didn't return to the second season because all these roles started popping up for her after this, and then also too because she had did Avatar: The Way of Water. She was one of the pairs in that, and so all these parts started popping up,
Yeah,
and
she
she
ain't
was
had no
like,
time.
yeah, she had no time to do it or whatever. So they recast the young lady as Claudia, and I was just like, I was nervous, like, man, I hope she pull it off because baby girl who did the first season was great. She did a fantastic job. Once again, I believe Jacob Anderson, the young man that played Grey Worm in Game of Thrones, he's the main character in this, and I understand the character he played in Game of Thrones, so this is no indictment on him in Game of Thrones, but they didn't do him no justice because this dude showed his acting chops in this series, both season and the first season and this season, and the way this season ended, apparently it's going to go into the next series of books in the vampire books with Anne Rice, and I think that's going to go into the because Lestat was in this, but I think this is going to go into the vampire Lestat, which was loose. That was loosely shown in the movie with Aaliyah, rest in peace, Queen of the Dam.
Oh, oh.
When Lestat becomes like a rock star, and he,
Join me or die.
yeah, right, yeah. So we're going to kind of go into that, but man, it was such a great series. I mean, there were times I was just sitting on the edge of my seat, like, yo, what's going to happen? Are they going to, are they going to kill Claudia like they did in the movie and stuff? And if people want to know, is this like a continuation of the original movie with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise? It's kind of a reimagining because it starts off with the guy who did the interview, which was Christian Slater character. He like Louis finds him and they talk and they're like, hey man, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, some of the stuff that I'm saying you had, he says, I told you was a lie. He said, because I daggone forgot myself or whatever, because he had
Right.
got his memory wiped a little bit too. And it's like, all right, let's start from the beginning. So he went back and got his old notes and tapes. And it was just a whole lot building up to it. And like I said, great story arcs, great character developments. I can't wait for season 3 to come out. Y'all should definitely check out Interview with the Vampire. And I know too, like, that's also part of what AMC is starting, this whole like monsterverse type thing or whatever, because there's another show that is connected to it. But I watched the first couple of episodes, but it didn't grab my attention enough, so I just stopped watching it. And that was like the Witches of Mayfair or something like that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
And apparently they're all supposed to like kind of eventually tie in together. But yes, definitely check out Interview with the Vampire.
All right, I got like two more
Okay.
or three more. Real quick. I finished watching Winning Time on Max.
When it's
Amazing. The Lakers.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, amazing show. If you like, it's the way that who is it Winning Time? That was
Riley, John C. Riley.
no, yeah. But like, didn't like Adam McKay write that? Yeah,
So it's based off of a book.
I know, but like somebody had to hold on. I'm about to check because I just really want to shout out like how they wrote it, and because how they wrote this show is almost it's perfect, man. Hold on. Who wrote this joint? Creator of Max Bornstein, based on writers, editors. They don't even say on the wiki. So essentially, Adam McKay, he directed the first episode. I know I saw his name somewhere, but yeah, I guess I gotta get this to Max Bornstein. You know what I'm saying? But either way, the way that this show is made, it's made it, it's made in third person and in first person. It's at the same time. Is you'll have the overall narrative what's going on, and then you'll have people breaking the fourth wall, explaining their thoughts in first person. And the way they did it so seamlessly, like it's not a lot of shows that like can really mess with like how storytelling is done. And they really did an amazing job, like kind of subverting some of those expectations for what like a sports show, like like kind of like a nostalgia type thing, and really going into the nitty gritty. They was like not sparing anybody what happened, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it had to be approved by the NBA because all the NBA stuff is in there, so they knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that whole thing for me, the Winning Time. If you haven't seen it on Winning Time, definitely go see Winning Time. That was a good one.
I will say I was pissed off though that HBO just straight up like played in our face, and the last season, the would end up becoming the season finale was like, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah, that's that Zaslav effects. All right. Also, I watched. I'm almost finished with the second season.
Yeah.
The Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime. This is a cartoon. And when I mean it is the most irreverent, ignorant, just filthy cartoon about this like basically this found family of hired hitmen. You know what I'm saying? Basically that's who they are. And their tales and how they go through, and you know what I'm saying, their whole journeys, and very six distinctly different characters. It's I can't lie, yo. Like my shout out my homeboy who told me about it. He was like, yeah, you should watch that. He said, I like this. You should watch that. I was like trying to find something in between, now and the next series. He said, yeah, you should definitely watch that. And I haven't. I was pleasantly surprised. All right. Last thing I watched before we get into to the fall schedule, and I was definitely late on this too,
Mm-hmm.
and that was My Hero Academia. Tony,
I haven't checked that out. I did.
this show is so good.
Okay.
Tony, yo, like I okay. I'm watching season 1 through 3, really strong. Season 4 is good too. Season 5 was like, it's a setup season.
How many seasons is it?
7. It's on the 7th season right now. They're dropping episodes right now.
Okay.
Seasons.
Damn, it's still out. I didn't know it was still out. Like, okay.
Yeah. It is. Season 6 of My Hero Academia may be the best season of anime that I've ever watched.
That's a bold statement.
I'm just like, I'm for real. Like, just this. Okay. And I don't, I hate being hyperbolic. And I've sat with this for like a week and a half now, and I still feel the same way.
Okay.
Because and I'm not going to spoil anything, but they did an amazing job of showing you a boatload of characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
But making everybody significant and special in their own way. And then how they folded everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
And then you thinking they like left all these people just out there. Nah, it all comes back.
Okay.
Season 6 was so good. I mean, it was an episode. I was in this joint getting emotional. I was like, yo, I know I'm not about to start crying over this anime. Like, it was good, Tony. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie. Like, I know I'm a sucker for shonen anime. I don't care. I am. But like when the storyline is there and all this stuff pays off and it all culminates into this one thing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was good, yo. I'm waiting for season 7 to end just so I can binge the whole thing. But yeah,
Okay.
My Hero
So,
Academia definitely. If y'all ain't see that, y'all should definitely watch that. It's
all right. So let me
on Hulu.
Hulu, not Netflix. Hulu.
Hulu.
Okay.
It's on Netflix too,
All
but
right.
not all the seasons are.
I know that's the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. They have like they got like the first season. I got to try to find the second season now.
Yeah.
So just finishing up my little list and stuff. Movie wise, you already said it. Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part 1 and 2. Yeah, Godzilla -1.
Oh, you finally saw it.
My man, let me tell you something. I get it because I just kept hearing people talk about how good that was. So good. Godzilla -1 was so good. I mean, God Almighty, it was a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it felt like it stayed true to traditional Godzilla that you saw as growing up as a kid and everything. And man, yeah, Godzilla -1 was fantastic. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's on Netflix right now. That's how I was able to see it. Please check it out. As far as shows, I told you the ones I did here. Here's a few more, and then I'm done. Um, Invincible.
I saw that too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Invincible was pretty solid. I just wish and I hope that they come with seasons quicker than what they, than what they do. People starting to get on my nerve with this whole bring out seasons every 2 years and stuff. Like stop playing in my face. Like let's keep this going. Keep this going. Invincible, great. That I think I talked about it, but I said Grownish. I saw the finale, the final season of Grownish. Thank God the show is finally over with. Only reason I got it was one of them shows where I love Blackish, and I said, all right, and I started and I did like Grownish from the beginning, but then it started getting a little redundant with some of the same kind of arcs a little bit, and it finally ended. How it ended, whatever. I wish they would have done like a Grownish Blackish movie, you know what I'm saying, to kind of tie everything together and bring back some of the characters, some of the characters we saw from Blackish and stuff in Love. Bridgerton, season 3 of Bridgerton. Um, I feel like I'm glad I'm not alone because there's a lot of guys that do like this show as
There
well.
are.
So I mean, great, great season. Um, this season did a lot of body positivity for women of a certain size.
Yeah,
So
yo, yeah. I saw Big Girl getting her cheek smashed. I was like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
Right,
Big
women of a certain size.
Girl. I
So
see you.
it was, and I mean they I put like this. I know a lot of people, especially women, were upset that it wasn't as the second season wasn't as sexually steamy as the first season. That's also too some of them wanted Reggae Jean Page back so bad. But this one did give you a lot of gratuitous sex scenes that were pretty in there, and
Get your raunch back, whores.
you know, got your raunch back, you know, trollops. So yeah, good season, solid. If you want to watch it, go ahead. In my last two, Power Book 2. This is the final season of the Power Book 2 series. Power Book 2 series. They did the first half. Second half is actually going to start, I believe, September 6th to finish out the season. We're going to finish out that whole arc with Tariq and with Ghost family and everything like that. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Another good series as well. And finally, the final season of Cobra Kai. They pissing me off with this show because they broke it. It's the final season. They broke it up into 3 segments. So
of course, Netflix did that.
they dropped the first segments of the show about a few weeks ago, which were very good. The second set comes out, I think, in October, and then the final set comes out, I believe, in January. So they pissed me off with it, but here I've been a fan of the show Cobra Kai before he even made it on Netflix. It started off as a YouTube series
I
and
do remember
whatever,
that. Yeah, yeah.
and it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. Growing up in that era when Rashad, growing up, everybody thought we was going to take karate. Everybody wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. Everybody wanted to be Daniel and do the crane kick and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was a
Crane kick.
thing. It was a
This was
thing.
this is one of the movies also that kind of pushed me along to get into my start, my martial arts journey when I was a little kid and stuff like that as well. So yeah, those are the things that I'm watching, the things that Rashad are watching. We aren't talking about them, but you might hear us mention it every once in a while. But please, if you get a chance, check out these shows and these
Yeah,
movies. And
and if y'all want to talk more in depth about them, then y'all just gotta, skedaddle on to the Patreon forward
Patreon, baby.
slash the Upon
Mm-hmm.
Further Review, and we can definitely, what I'm saying, have a very intimate discussion about these things in a platform where you don't have to pay for YouTube ads or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's talk about what we're doing this fall, y'all. So we
All
got a
right.
couple shows, like 2 movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, yo, that's what we're gonna be doing. Oh yeah, real quickly. I will be watching. Oh yeah, I might just put it in my list too. Personally, for me, the series I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
watch next is gonna be Gundam Requiem for Vengeance on Netflix. So if anybody wants to watch
Is
that,
that
or
Gundam? That's
yeah,
Gundam.
yeah, if anybody wants me to talk about that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll hop up here and talk about it.
I really have for years wanted to get into Gundam, but it's like I don't know where to start at.
Yeah, don't worry. I can I can tell you where to start.
Okay,
I can
thank you.
say. All right. So first up this fall, August 29th. I don't know this for all these. I just remember because it's so fast. That is the Rings of Power season 2. Another one of those early things that we end up doing together. I did the first couple episodes by myself, and I say, "Oh, I need some help." So yeah, can't wait for that. I know you saw the trailer, Tony. It is still by
The most
far
beautiful
the
show.
most beautiful show on streaming. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you think the show is, how corny it is.
Uh-huh.
That show looks spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, God, yes. I mean, it is beautifully shot. And
Yes.
I mean, it's I just say to myself, what if like House of the Dragon had that budget, that Amazon budget to make to make
Man, that
man.
thing looked crispy, boy. Like, good
Mm-hmm.
God. Yeah, by far the best looking fantasy show. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? By far. So yeah, Rings of Power up first. After that, matter of fact, we have Agatha All Along. That's on the 18th of September.
Mm-hmm.
So cannot wait to go down the Witcher's Road. You know what I'm saying? Spooky season vibes, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy, Tony? The
What's
very
that?
next day, you get the Penguin on Max.
I think that's the one that we're the most
I'm
excited for.
very excited about the Penguin on Max
Yeah,
because the
I am.
Batman was a banger of a movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep
I
saying it.
think we I think most I think if I'm not mistaken on our year in review last year, I think we pretty much had that in our top three like favorite movie
Yeah,
of the year. Of
yeah,
course,
it
after
was in there.
yeah. I think for me
Yeah,
it was number two because I had Oppenheimer one, and I think I had the Batman is
yeah.
two for
Remember,
me.
Batman came out in 2022.
It did.
Yeah, it's that long
Whatever, man. Look, I rewatched it. I rewatched it the other day, man,
ago.
and
It holds up,
it
man.
holds, man. Good God, it holds up because to me that the Batman was the epitome of a true Batman Dark Knight detective thing because
Mm-hmm.
he was a detective, and one thing in me Batman being like my favorite comic character, I of course we all know he has the greatest, you know what I'm saying, rogue collection of villains of all time. You know, you got the Penguin, you know, and all them guys like that. However, some of my favorite Batman stories, especially in the comic, was dealing with the mob entities of the Falcones, the Salvatore. You know what I'm saying? I love that. And yeah, and I believe that's where the Penguin is kind of picking up to where Falcone has died. You know, he
Yeah,
died in the
nah, there's a
movie.
there's a power vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah, and on the real, like we could easily get like the quarter hours with this too. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope
right,
to see
right.
that. Anyway,
Because we did think it was gonna happen in the Batman, but it was
I'm just
like,
saying, all roads are
oh,
leading there. It's like, not yet, not
yeah.
yet.
Hold up, hold up, hold
Yeah,
up.
yeah. We gonna seed it. We gonna seed it first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after that, next up, I think is I'm not sure this is next, but Gladiator 2. You know what I'm saying? We got Denzel in Rome. That's what I'm about to start calling this movie.
Denzel in Rome.
Forget because in Paris, Denzel in Rome.
Rome. He said, forget Emily in Paris.
Fall so hard.
Listen, Glad.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, Rashad. Gladiator is in my top 10 movies of all time.
probably. It's one of those movies where when I saw it, definitely saw it in college, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is one of the joints that shout out homeboy Mickey. Devon had his joint, and we watched that joint so many times. Like we can like it's to the point where like I would quote stuff. Like I was saying, "Are you entertained?" way before Jay Z
Yeah.
and his
Mm-hmm.
album came out. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that was that movie. You know, Marksmas, that's Miss Aurelius. You know what I'm
Really is.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
man.
was yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. I cannot wait to see Denzel in Rome. That's gonna be so good.
And for people wondering, like, what is the plot for this? From my understanding, Rashad maybe can help me out correctly if you heard what the young boy that was in the first movie that that was basically I think the next heir, you know, of the Roman Empire. He's now an adult, and he basically left Rome to be like, hey, I don't want nothing to do with none of this. It became a soldier, and now he has to become a gladiator as well. And he's like
Yeah,
he's reliving the memories and thoughts of Maximus and how Maximus, how a slave and a gladiator basically made the emperor look like an idiot. So yeah.
yeah. Can't wait for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that we was really excited about, and that is Dune Prophecy. Dune 2 Um,
Mm-hmm. You can say it. You can say
Probably
it.
movie of the year. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Dune 2 was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
You say it. That's right.
I don't think I'll understand just how great of a movie that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta put some more respect on Denis Villeneuve's name. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? He like, as the kids say, he one of the ones. Like he want to know one so much where he don't even gotta announce what movie he making. It's just Denis Villeneuve movie,
Mm-hmm.
so and so time 2026. Like he did with his. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
he
know
ain't
who
got to
he's up
tell
there
me
with
what he
him?
making.
You know who he's up? He's up there with Nolan with
Oh
that right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Mm-hmm.
definitely trying
Mm-hmm.
their best to be the best two of this generation of filmmakers. Because Nolan one of them too. Nolan
Mm-hmm.
ain't got to announce his movie. You know who else to do that too?
Who's
Jordan
that?
Peele ain't got to tell you what movie he making. I'm making
Mm-hmm.
a movie next year. What's the name of it? I will let you know when I get ready.
I think he has one coming out end of this. Is it end of this
I
year
think
or
it's
the
I think
beginning of
it's
next?
next year. I think it's next year.
It's a remake of Children Under the Stairs.
I don't know. Again, remember
Yeah.
he dropped a little teaser hint, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
some, some rumors abound, but like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get back to the point. Doom Prophecy is basically goes back to the origins of the Bene Gesserit. I'm very excited
Mm-hmm.
to see how these manipulative space witches got everybody to be on their side, and how
Mm-hmm.
they infiltrated the Imperium, and how they have survived throughout the millennia.
Millennia.
Like
Yeah.
it's like they were are the most interesting part to me of the Dune thing, because
Mm-hmm.
like we said before, they the reason.
Mm-hmm.
They the reason everything messed up is Bene Gesserit. Like they the evil, like they are the evil in that, not the Imperium,
Mm-hmm.
not the you know what I'm saying, the Barkins, the Harkonnens rather. I said the Barkins like the dogs. The
Yeah.
Harkonnens, like it's the Bene Gesserit are the evil ones. So I'm really excited to see how it all started.
Because it's so wild with them. When you saw where they sent one of the Bene Gesserit to seduce our boy Fade that Rotha.
Run that
Run that
fade,
Fade, run
Rotha.
that Fade Rotha. They said, hey, make sure you collect specimen from him. What? and if you didn't know what the specimen was,
Sperm. Sperm was a specimen.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I can't wait to see exactly how, saying how the Bene Gesserit started, and how, like you said, how they were able to manipulate their way to be one of the most powerful, like, unions in this
they,
most
they are like a union.
one of the most powerful unions in this daggone, like, space opera. I'm
They
really
call them boys the
interested.
Teamsters out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Hey, go get that specimen from over
hey.
there. So yeah.
But
And what's the one of the final shows coming out? Skeleton Crew.
yeah, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, aka
Space
Space
Goonies.
Suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Space in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So like
With the Jedi.
Space Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Space Stand By Me. I don't know. This definitely feels
not space.
you know what? We don't want to scar the kids. I saw a dead man by the tracks. You know
Rest
what I'm
in
saying?
peace. Oh God, yeah.
Oh man, Stand By Me, yo, it's crazy. Yo. Like how y'all showing
rest,
this movie to kids? Anyway,
rest in peace, River Phoenix, yo.
yes, man. Yeah. Trauma on that set. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Jude Law and a bunch of kids.
Uh-huh.
I am intrigued. Like I do. Okay, even though we joking around, like I do like how it look. I can't even lie because it's so different from what we've been getting. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, like there probably would be like some regular neighborhood type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be some regular people somewhere in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Not just
Yeah.
we because who have we seen? We've seen desert planets.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen ice planets. We've seen
Water.
hell planets. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen water planets. We've never seen. We even seen like tropical planets.
Oh, you can say we've seen air planets too. That's been where our daddy was.
Yes,
Our dad
yes,
resided.
yes. We've seen atmosphere planets, but
Uh-huh.
like we never seen this like just an old regular planet. Like, hey man, this is we just out here living. Got a decent little economy. There's probably some
Mm-hmm.
capitalism there,
Yeah.
So and we just chilling. And we got kids who go to school, you know what I'm saying? By law, kids gotta be in school, you know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
have little shenanigans, they can play, they walk their pets. Like it's just right, like it's regular. You know what I'm saying? And,
Mm-hmm.
and and a part of me appreciates that. We're not gonna stay there the whole time
Mm-hmm.
because the one little kid is so hell bent on like on adventure, which is the definite Star Wars trope. Go back, harkening back to Luke wanting to
Mm-hmm.
leave Tatooine because
Yeah.
he's tired of being a moisture farmer, which is not what they
Right.
do because they got
Yeah.
running water
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying plumbing
Just
and stuff.
little kids going on little misadventures. That's all. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we gonna go in the woods. Go find some in the woods. I found a Jedi temple in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but like the okay. You know what's gonna make great this show, Tony?
What's that?
The kids. Now you know how I feel about some kids in in the story.
I'm just
Yo, like
I'm the
these
same
kids,
way, man.
these kids better be charming as hell. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like even okay. I'm gonna compare this to like the most recent thing. So in Stranger Things, right? The
Mm-hmm.
kids were a component of the story, but there
Mm-hmm.
were enough adults in it to where it wasn't like these kids are annoying me.
Annoying. Mm-hmm.
Like the kids they were like they wrote them in a way that they weren't goofy annoying kids. They
Mm-hmm.
were who they were. They were
Mm-hmm.
nerds and they maintained their nerdiness throughout. And like that part of it, like I appreciate it. And seeing how it's a whole D&D type thing. Their nerdiness helped them. You know what I'm saying? When it came to,
Mm-hmm.
Demogorgon and the Mind
Mm-hmm.
Flayer and all that good
Player.
stuff. But yeah, so if they kind of do it like that, because even like the old school like movies, even though we were kids at the time, the kids weren't annoying. They just were stupid, but they were annoying. You know what I'm saying? So
Goonies never say die.
stupid. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
annoying. You know what I'm saying? And they we
Uh-huh.
at them even Chunk was at by the end of it was the lovable character. So
Yeah.
they have a bit of work into
Mm-hmm.
doing that because well, okay, I'm sorry. What we can't have,
Uh-oh.
we can't have a repeat of Ocean and May twins. Like we can't have that, yo.
No, we can't.
Much like some little girls, I don't even blame y'all. I blame the direction. You know what I'm saying? Like they should have directed y'all to be a little more emotive than what you guys were. But anyway,
If you leave
I
here,
am looking forward to this.
if you leave here, I'll kill
I'll kill
you.
you.
I was like,
So,
damn, Madison, you're a
I'll
murderer
kill
now.
you.
You're a murderer now,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, 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 yeah. She a killer. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is really all the stuff we've been watching this fall. Again, started August 29th. We'll of course I'll make posts on YouTube or whatnot just to give you guys a heads up with stuff. But yeah, Rings of Power, man. If y'all haven't seen season one, ain't no like 8 episodes of that, right? It's eight or
Yeah, eight
seven. It's
episodes.
eight episodes.
I think every episode, yeah.
Get in on it. I'm gonna be honest, the first 3 or 4 maybe a little bit slow, but
Uh-huh.
still, you know what I'm saying? Like we appreciate it. We liked it. Definitely gonna watch that. And then after that in September, we grinding, yo. Like
Yeah. Grinding.
yeah, you know what I keep in the lining, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it's about to be real busy up until the holiday season.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got anything else?
No, that's not really. That's about it. Because, like I said, a lot. Like I said, when we did this and we were trying to put this together, and was thinking about shows. What had just full disclosure with y'all as the audience, what got us confused was, and probably you guys as well, is the fact that they've dropped so many trailers for shows and stuff like that, and all this stuff is basically coming out in 2025 or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
like we still waiting for Stranger Things final season. Them kids,
bro.
them kids gonna be adults with kids.
That was
They're
supposed
gonna
to
be
come out
adults
4th of
with
July.
right. They're gonna be adults with kids themselves or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak that in like around
They
Halloween season
mouse,
or
yeah,
whatever.
they
Might as
could.
well. So, but it's a lot of stuff that you thought was going to come out this year, but it's been pushed back to next year. But the finishing touches or whatever being touched on it. But I'm excited. Like I said, mainly excited for the Penguin, Gladiator, and Doom Prophecies. Those are the ones I am really, really, really eager to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. We forgot one.
What did we forget, Rashad?
The second movie, which is really an animated movie, and that's the Lord of the Rings, The War over Rohirrim.
Yes,
Forgot
yes,
about that. That
yes.
is to be honest, I don't really even know much about it. Like I read something about it a while back.
Uh-huh.
I have forgotten. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna go see what's what because we like Lord of the Rings, as you already
Yeah.
know. And
I guess it's going to involve, to me, who I've always felt were the MVPs of Return of the King, and also Two Tower was the Rohirrim, the Horse Lords or whatever. So
yeah,
I guess it's going to be
we gonna
maybe
we
something
gonna
early on with them. Yeah,
let's see why they mad and why they at war.
yeah. Lord
Yeah,
Theoden.
yeah, but that's nah, man. But that's for real. That's really it for real. But
Yeah.
yeah, we will be back on August 20th, 30th, depending on when it drops at midnight or during the day. And
Mm-hmm.
then we'll get that squared away and get that those Rings of Power episodes with you all. Yeah, man. Until the next time.